Okay, let's talk about one of the most incredible, almost unbelievable stories from the entire American Civil War. Seriously, it's a tale of incredible daring, deep cover secrets, and one man who literally changed the course of his life and history with a single audacious act. So picture this. It's a sticky, humid May morning in Charleston, South Carolina. The air is just thick with the tension of war. You gotta remember, this city is a fortress, a bastion of Confederate power. But in the quiet pre-dawn gloom, something absolutely unthinkable has happened. A Confederate warship, the CSS Planter, has just vanished. Poof, gone. The news hits the city like a thunderclap, and the Confederate command is furious. I mean, how could this possibly happen? This wasn't a Union raid. No, this was an inside job. And the person responsible? A man they legally considered their property. This wasn't just a military failure. It was an act that spat in the face of their entire worldview. Yeah, panic starts to grip the city. The regional commander, Major John C. Pemberton, is reportedly livid. And you can understand why. This wasn't just about losing a ship. It was a massive blow to Confederate pride. It was a crack in the very foundation of their whole system. And we're not talking about some little rowboat here. The Planter was a serious piece of military hardware. It was fast, it was armed to the teeth, and it was absolutely essential for defending Charleston Harbor. It moved troops, it moved supplies, it moved vital information. Losing it was a tactical disaster, but the way they lost it, well, that was an ideological nightmare. So to figure out how this happened, you have to understand the man who pulled it off, Robert Smalls. Now, to the Confederate officers, he was just there, part of the crew, part of the ship's machinery, an enslaved wheelman. But because they never truly saw him, he saw everything. He was the invisible man at the center of it all, listening, watching, and remembering. Small's education didn't happen in a schoolhouse. His university was the Charleston Docks. He was sent there when he was just 12 years old, and that chaotic, bustling harbor taught him everything. He learned the tides, the currents, every ship, every signal. By the time the war broke out, there was hardly anyone, free or enslaved, who knew Charleston Harbor better than he did. And this was a lesson his mother, Lydia, had burned into him. It was his whole philosophy. Smalls was a master observer. He listened to the whispers, to the careless boasts of officers, to the timing of the guard changes. He was soaking up all the information he could, the very secrets that would become the keys to his own freedom. But here's where the story gets a little weird. As Smalls was listening, he started to notice something strange, a pattern of behavior from one of the white officers, a Lieutenant Abernathy. It was this whole series of little mistakes and coincidences that just seemed way too convenient.